I mean, there's so many facets to his crime for which he's already been sentenced. The child porn videos you said he had in his possession that are hardcore. I mean, and I'm just going to be graphic here because you need to know how bad this stuff was in order to know how bad this guy is. These are kids ages 3 to 12 in full penetration, engaging in oral sex, both receiving and giving a 3-year-old. I mean, these are images and videos that are just horrendous. The videos from that, I mean, it's so it's so horrifying. I mean, there's so many it's so horrifying. I mean, there's so many facets to his crime for which he's already been sentenced. The child porn videos you said he had in his possession that are hardcore. I mean, and I'm just going to be graphic here because you need to know how bad this stuff was in order to know how bad this guy is. These are kids ages 3 to 12 in full penetration, engaging in oral sex, both receiving and giving a 3-year-old. I mean, these are images and videos that are just horrendous. The videos from the jukeboxes and, like you said, the telescopic lens out his window into the neighbors' windows depicted a 14-year-old girl. And through those miniature jukeboxes, am I correct, Ray? They saw at least one of the images was, I'm not sure if it was a child or someone sitting down, and the jukebox could see right up their shorts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were many images, actually, Ashley, of children unclothed and in compromising states. So it just wasn't that. He had plenty of child porn on his computer. Again, not only stuff that he was downloading from the internet at that coffee shop, among other places, but also stuff like this that he actually produced. And it was pretty precarious stuff.
So he's clearly not a good person. We know that. He's the lowest of the low. And then the story takes the second twist. And then we got a whole new crime now, alleged. And I have to say alleged because he's going to face the music on this one. He's already put away for 20 years on the last one. This one is all about the judge in the case, the judge who sentenced him to 20 years, Judge Briggs. So walk me through the narrative of what this guy, of Robert O'Hare, is alleged to have done behind bars, sucking his mother into the plot with codes and hit plans. Just tell me what happened.
All right. Well, first off, I'll say that this isn't surprising given the fact that this is a guy who put telescopic lenses in jukeboxes, but it's pretty ridiculous. So what he did was him and his mother had code, and they would associate numbers with letters, okay? And police were onto this early on, that they were using this to fly below the radar because, of course, when you're in jail, all of your conversations are recorded. So they put these codes together. Now, the day before he's supposed to get sentenced for this child porn, he calls his mom and is talking to her and asks her to speak to a family friend known as the rabbi, saying that the rabbi can do something for
Okay, hold on. Is that, just a sec, is that the guy, the rabbi, is a guy named Al? Am I making the right connection? Because if that's the guy, I want to put up the
Bowman,
code.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hold your thought for a minute. I'm going to ask the controller to put up full screen number 2. Because this code breaking is probably the dumbest code I've ever seen. You did not need the wind talkers to get this code. It's basically every letter of the alphabet. You know, if A is number 1, B is number 2, it's that simple. And if you look at the numbers that he gave his mom, 5, 16, 23, 24, 13, 16, 16, it spelled out Al still waiting. And let's put up that next set of codes, because the next set of codes was real clear, nothing subtle here. Kill Briggs. The judge's name is Briggs. Kill Briggs. The only thing he might have done to try to get it to be a little more clever was he actually put the numbers backwards. So you had to read it backwards. But, I mean, honestly, Ray, how long did it take for them to break this code?
It didn't take long, Ashley. In fact, he was just recently charged, but it didn't take him very long at all. I mean, it's kind of ironic that this is the guy, he's a sociopath and he's quite clever, but this wasn't one of his most cleverest deeds right here. So here